Hi, my name is Leah Palmer, and for the last 2 years, I've been going to graduate school to become an art conservator. I'm now in my second year at one of only 5 graduate conservation programs in North America, WoodPAC, or the Winterthur University of Delaware Program in Art Conservation. During my first year, I spent 9 months in a cohort of 10 students learning about the preservation and conservation of paper, books, objects, paintings, furniture, textiles, photography, and preventive conservation. And in this video, I want to give you a glimpse of the second year of the WoodPAC program. So come along with me for a week in my life as a second year WoodPAC student.
Go ahead. You cannot film this.
So as an objects conservation major, I start my week in the objects lab. And this is where we focus on the treatment of 3-dimensional organic and inorganic materials like glass, ceramics, basketry, leather, and more. We had 4 objects majors this year in total.
Sorry.
This Monday morning, the objects lab gathered together with our organic supervisor, Laura Kaplan, to examine a piece of bark cloth, or siapo, from American Samoa. So Samoan bark cloth are made from the inner bark of the paper mulberry plant, and they serve a variety of functions within Samoan culture. This siapo was donated to the WoodPAC Study Collection for student education, and this year it's serving as an object lesson, where we will focus on performing a consultation with a member of the objects community. So right now we are looking closely at the siapo to try and understand its construction and degradation issues. So we had some lunch, and then we all kind of gathered together for a Secret Santa gift exchange. Our cohort's really tight, and we were gone for 2 weeks from each other, which was kind of a long time for us. So it was really exciting to get to see each other again after such a quote-unquote long time.
Red or purple.
During the WoodPAC second year, each student performs a wide range of treatments that are designed to increase our familiarity with treatment steps that we will typically encounter in our specialty. This afternoon, I am deciding to work on one of my year-long treatment projects, a patent model from the Hagley Museum, which was really dirty and also featured a lot of corrosion products on some of the metal components. So the first treatment step is to surface clean it with gentle brushing and vacuuming. I also spent a lot of time reducing some of the iron corrosion across the top of the satchel using a fiberglass bristle brush and a tiny cosmetic sponge that I held carefully between my tweezers. So this model demonstrates a patented chain mechanism that allows the satchel to be secured to a chair handle when traveling to avoid loss or theft. After surface cleaning and corrosion reduction, among other treatment steps, the satchel was ready to be returned to the Hagley Museum. On Tuesday morning, my class's work on the siapo continued, and during this treatment, my objects classmates and I worked together on every step, including photo documentation. In addition to normal light photography, we also completed ultraviolet fluorescence imaging, which helped us to see where adhesives and faded colorants had been previously applied.
Because I think, are you taller than me?
After a brief walk in the Winterthur Gardens, which was currently covered in snow, I headed back into the research building to begin working on another one of my second year treatments, which is a pair of copper alloy bosses and studs from the Penn Museum. So these bosses from the Hasanlu Tepe in Iran exhibit bronze disease, meaning that most or all of the original copper alloy has been converted to copper corrosion. So today I'm using a dental tool, the thing that they take plaque off your teeth with at the dentist, to remove dirt from the surface of the bosses. So bosses are convex discs that were frequently attached to wooden, leather, or bronze shields via metal hardware like studs, as seen in this object. So the intense corrosion on the reverse of the bosses actually was preserving some of the material that was found in the object's environment. I used a Hyrox microscope to document and image some of these accretions on the reverse, which included mineralized soil, some wood fragments, and some charcoal. all of which really speak to what was in the burial environment when the object was in the ground. Ultimately, this treatment was really focused on the delicate removal of soiling and the documentation of the accretions on the reverse. In the afternoon, I moved into working on my ceramic treatment, a ceramic flask from the Winterthur collection. So this is a lead-glazed earthenware flask that has an overpainted inscription that is like a little quirky, a little jokey. It says, "Fill me up, I crave a kick," which was kind of, a euphemism for give me some alcohol. But unfortunately, the lead glaze on this object is crazing and spalling off, indicating that the body of the ceramic has imbibed some soluble salts that have recrystallized and pushed off the glaze from the ceramic object, meaning that I'll need to desalinate the flask as part of its regimen of care. But before I do that, I begin by carefully surface cleaning the flask with a cosmetic sponge and then closely examining its surface. One of the other issues with the object is that its neck was previously repaired with a really nasty looking adhesive, and now I need to remove that excess adhesive in preparation for reversing and redoing that join. After surface cleaning, desalination, rejoining, and inpainting, this flask definitely had a little bit more of a kick. On Wednesday, my entire cohort came together virtually for a seminar on private practice in conservation. Today was just one of a few times where the entire class of Woodpack 26 got together for a seminar, where a faculty member or a visiting lecturer discusses a topic that's universally applicable to all conservation specializations. This seminar outlined the practical aspects of starting and running a private conservation practice. Today was a snow day, so I walked over to my classmate's house to have lunch during our break.
I'm sorry, this is for the vlog. Don't say anything.
I'm sorry, we can't. We having a really practice eating. I need to get warmed up.
So these have quickly become some of my favorite people, and they even helped me clean off my car during the snow. I did help them clean off my car. It wasn't just me standing there watching, by the way. So this evening, I worked on applications for my third year internship. During the third and final year of the Woodpack program, each student leaves the Winterthur campus to participate in a year-long internship at an institution that fits with our professional goals. So even though it's only the beginning of second year, applications do come up really quickly, and it's important to keep track of when everything's due, what the institution requires, and the details of the position. I also used Notion to keep track of my own thoughts and feelings about the third year position, what location I wanted to live in, what type of institution, and I wanted to balance prioritizing things that I already knew I enjoy, like outreach, with pursuing things that I don't have a ton of experience with. On Thursday, Woodpack second years have our science class, which we take all together.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here in person. And then Nicole on Zoom. My paper is called The Direct Identification of Early Synthetic Dyes.
This week, my classmate Sam is presenting on a paper related to her semester-long research project about diazotypes. We all read this paper earlier in the week, and in this class session, we discussed it, critiqued it, while learning about Fourier-transform infrared spectroscopy, diazotypes, and dye degradation. So our science course is 2 semesters long, with the first semester providing an overview of various technical analyses common to conservation science, like XRF, FTIR, X-radiography, and more.
Okay.
And the second semester is dedicated to carrying out a research project on a research question of our choice. My project for this class focused on the analysis of archaeological beads from the Penn Museum, which were extracted from Honduras in the early 20th century. In this project, I investigated these beads' material composition, structure, and possible pigment inclusions, attempting to discover if the red material I thought I saw could actually be historically significant red pigments. In the afternoon, the objects lab went back to our SIAPO. It's SIAPO time again. We spent some time with the portable XRF unit analyzing the SIAPO, and our goal was to search for traces of elements associated with toxic heavy metal pesticides, elements that would impact any future handling of the object. Ultimately, we didn't find anything too scary, which meant that the SIAPO could be handled with bare hands. As we walked out of the research building for the day, we walked by the annual gingerbread model, which differs every year, but this year it's a cow barn at Winterthur, and we definitely didn't eat any of it at all. Ever. Fridays are often reserved for Objects Lab seminars, and this Friday, Organic Objects conservator Laura Kaplan put on a workshop for leather conservation. In the morning, we discussed the identification of different leather types and familiarized ourselves with typical characteristics of various animals' leather. We took a long walk outside as a class today, enjoying the Winterthur grounds. Throughout the busyness and intensity of the program, we all found time to have fun together, and I'm really grateful for that. After lunch, our seminar continued. We worked on various methods for determining levels of leather degradation, tested different types of adhesives used in leather conservation, and experimented with casting out faux leather made of acrylic paint, acrylic medium, and a substrate or backing. And that's it. That's my Friday. And that's my week. In the evenings, I'll probably do a little work while eating dinner, and then maybe watch a movie at a friend's house. And that's pretty much it. Second year is a really full, rich experience with seminars, science, treatments, and a lot of interaction with both our cohort members and the rest of the Winterthur staff. It's very different than first year in a lot of ways, but something that doesn't change is that we're constantly learning. We're constantly hanging out with our friends, and we're growing in our roles as conservators. I hope that this was educational, that you learned a lot about the Woodpack program. And again, as always, if you have any questions about conservation, about the program, or about my experience, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you for watching.